Hey everybody, welcome to the new year. We were just revealing to I was just revealing to the party this new little overlay that we have. We have little speaking icons for everybody.
I love it.
As you can see, we got everybody down at the bottom of the screen. When they speak or make inappropriate noises, they should give a little hop and light up and look like they're talking. Art done by our wonderful friend Ginger. He did this for me for like over our break. And so obviously, I mean, he's an artist. Obviously, we paid him, or I paid him, but yeah, we have
and a quality artist at that.
Mm-hmm. And everything is managed on my end. I can change photos and stuff like that as well. Let's just do just as an example here. Let's see, where are you at? Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. We're gonna go and we're gonna change you up a little bit. I think I can do just about anything. So let me grab a different piece of art here. Yeah, here we go. There you go. Now Katya is fugly.
What do you? Hey, not that thing again. Ugh. What? Thanks.
Yeah. Obviously, stream might be a little bit behind, but
I like when I start talking, my face changes back to the talking emoji.
Yeah, I just didn't want to.
Just now saw it.
Yeah, like I said, it is a little bit behind. That's just how the stream is.
Yeah, but still,
which is
that's
fine.
awesome.
It's funny. I can do all of that real time. If anybody leaves the call, your icon will disappear from the screen. So bear that in mind if things get disconnected or anything like that. So
we'll disappear. Oh, so this is like a Discord thing.
Yes, it's all connected to my Discord. So everybody who joins everybody who joins in our Discord chat will the icon will pop up for them.
So we just need to get something for Gamegeist. For our Tinas.
If we want to use this for Tina's, yes. This was something that I specifically had commissioned for D&D. So
I love it.
Yeah.
I also love it.
It is beautiful.
I am glad because Ginger had a lot of fun with it. I think it turned out fantastic.
How much do I owe him?
That is a complicated question that I will answer off stream. Because if you guys want to know Ginger's prices, go hit him up on his with his own stuff. I should have his Twitter. He should be available on there. Give me a moment. I'm gonna find that, and I'm gonna throw that up for everybody. As soon as things begin to oh wait, I think he's
I almost think we could just say that he is the official artist for our stuff.
I mean, as of right now, yes, because I have pretty much only used his art, and it's quite literally as simple as he is a friend. I have whom I know does good work, and I know that I like his art, and I know that he won't like screw me in prices.
It also means that John is here in spirit.
Yes, I did offer to commission John as well for this. He politely declined due to the fact that he's not sure if he will ever be able to return due to the fact of, I don't know why I could not find him. Just kind of due to the fact that he's got a lot going on his own day, on his own. So
fair. Well, we miss him here.
I know we do, and I don't know why I cannot find that information. You know what I'll do? I will see if he has anything on his Twitter or on his Twitch. But yeah, he's great. I will do my best to get a link to throw into chat. This by the end, here as soon as I can. In the meantime, I don't have any announcements to make, which means
it's time for the recap.
Yes. And I will be more than happy to provide this year's recap. So, because today this is our first stream of the year, I have actually taken it on myself to basically recap. He does not. Great. The entirety of our stream so far. And so if you are new to the channel, this will kind of give you an overview of what the party has been doing.
And has gone through.
Mm-hmm, and
we've
has
been through
gone
a lot.
through. Yes. And just to kind of give you guys a very, very quick idea of people, I'm going to go right down the list of the glowing or the non-glowing or glowing icons depending on what happens as I go. Obviously, the one speaking at the moment is myself. I am Rip. I am the DM or GM, however, whatever you prefer. The next here in line is Denoc, our party wizard / necromancer. We then go on to the confused lad and Katya, the sorcerer, who has some unique origins. The guy with the sunglasses is Valinar, our healer? Question mark.
I have the ability to heal.
Say the line, Val. Say the line.
I swear to God, I'm a cleric.
Yo, bro, what's up? Sorry, my brother's in chat. We're not started yet, so I'm acknowledging it. Then we have our dwarven archer and Asta. I know that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but trust me, she hits like a freaking truck.
I do, and it's fantastic.
It is. And then we have
honestly, she hits like a 747. I feel.
Not quite, because if we think about it, fall damage would be way more than what her arrows do. If the 747 was to crash out of the sky and into one of the creatures.
I think I have a video for her. I will find it as we continue to move along here. And then we have Cardin, our in-house barbarian and lovable moron. Okay, so I have currently lost that access to that video at the moment. I will find it later. Oblivion, thank you for the comment on the overlays. My friend Ginger did these, and this is the first time we're using them. So I'm trying to get a link for his stuff now. So I will post that in chat later. But
if it's not there, we will eventually have it up on our Discord. So go join us there.
Yes. Would you mind throwing a link in chat, Rom, as I go through our recap for like the last 2 years of this campaign? Yeah, no, you're good. So, this campaign started with a group of unlikely heroes that were gathered and left halfway up a mountain inside of a cave. They found no other choice but to stick together and work together and figure out what was going on and how they ended up there to begin with and for what purpose. The party has been through a large number of challenges over these few weeks and months that the campaign has taken place in. First, they had to convince many leaders on the island they originally found themselves, and after talking with the Oracle of Isserus, the party took a flying fortress to the homeland of Dinok, and also Asta, where they later met her. Arriving here, there were a lot of things wrong with his homeland. The party was later stomped by an individual known as Torben, but
died
was but was saved by an individual known as Martinus, or the Father of the Gods. However, now they find themselves on the surface, a dangerous demon-filled land, trying to find their way back to their flying fortress. After making some friends with a wizard and a horde of warriors and the nature god On, the party now find themselves in the settlement of Koflan, trying to find a way across the waters to the east. And after some digging in the city and striking up a deal with the local leader, the party finds themselves inside of the Koflan outpost, one of the 4 main homes to the resistance on the surface. And it's effectively a military outposting dug inside of a mountain. Now, the party, you guys currently stand with your back to the pitch black entrance of the mine that Thurgoll has requested you venture down and retrieve some of his allies of the resistance. He described them to you as the following. Three of them are human, traveling with a half-elf and a dwarf, all looking to be in about their mid-30s. The half-elf, I forgot about his name, Hafir, has a soft green skin with long black hair, normally pulled into a ponytail. The dwarf, Durham, has short, thick, round build with a kind of a thick brown-red beard that hangs down and tickles his exposed toes. The 3 humans are brothers, so they...
Oh my.
Are you done?
Yes.
Okay. The 3 humans are brothers, so they look very similar to one another, with a mop of brown hair and a thin 5 o'clock shadow of a beard. Jimmy is the oldest of the 3 and has the strongest build and tends to use heavier armor and weapons. Tony is the middle brother and often refers to himself as the forgotten child and uses that to his advantage, dressing in dark browns and blacks. Chad is the youngest of the 3, and is often the only one who keeps himself clean-shaven and wears glasses. He is the smartest of the 3 and will often avoid combat at all cost. However, he has a great mind when it comes to strategy and history.
Ow. So how many is that? Because that was a lot of information in a short amount of time, and
just 5. Just 5.
5 people. Okay,
yeah,
so we're looking for 5 people.
Yep, and I'm still going. All 5 of them can be identified by a tattoo of the resistance on their body somewhere. The symbol is that of a pitchfork X'd out. Staring out from where you stand, you guys see this massive kind of underground cityscape buried within the mountain. For the size of the place before you, you begin to wonder how much of the mountain is actually left, kind of creating this natural barrier. There is a huge number of buildings built from the very stone of the mountain, as well as wood from the nearby forest. And people... Oh, hold on one second, guys.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's Mrs. Ripper.
Big Rip? Little Rip?
No,
Miss Rip.
Yeah, well, we're trying to get him to... go to bed, but I'm also trying to do this. Sorry, where was I?
We have our back to the mine.
I'm further down than that. They're stone that the mountains build. Most of the buildings here are very simple construction, unless they have a very special purpose. This would be like barracks or anything like that. The area has a heavy dirt and dust, and kind of a mud smell throughout the area, and you can hear the clashing of metal from both soldiers training and from forges throughout the outpost. There is a lot of hustle around the city. Forges and other specialists working constantly to supply the resistance with armors and weapons and other items. Despite being inside of a mountain, the whole area is well lit, and when looking for the source of light, you can't seem to find it. You can also see most buildings have some source of light hanging out front of the main door as well. Excuse me. When you do look up, however, there is a large number of like tunnels or vents that kind of burrow through the roof of the area. And you imagine that these are for airflow and for allow smoke to be released. Before we ended last session, Geenock had asked for a recommendation for a craftsman with nimble fingers, and Thurgal had made a recommendation for Freya for this work.
Also, someone who is specialized in silver.
Pretty much everybody in this town does have some knowledge and ability to work with silver, simply because of the resources that they require. We'll go with this one. And the reason for that is there are, as you guys kind of look out, you can see a lot of shops here. Like there are tons and tons. And the one thing that stands out to all of you guys, however, is a lack of like magic shops. Sorry, I'm adjusting some volume. Sorry, I'm adjusting some volume here. There we go. But yeah, there's like a lack of magic shops here. Most everything is relatively mundane, or and a lot of the mundane like weaponry is coated in silver. Magical items themselves seem to be relatively rare, and when you do see them, they look to be held by some kind of official-looking, high-ranking officer. And even these magical items kind of pale in comparison to what you guys carry on you. And then you also notice a kind of like a large number of dwarves in the area as well. Many of them working anvils are already several cups deep.
Dwarves being dwarves.
Sort of, yeah. Adjust volume a little bit here. Alright, so you guys talk, interact, roleplay for a moment. I am going to grab my son and throw him in his bed. I'll be right back as you guys roleplay.
Well, I certainly wasn't expecting any of this.
A city beneath the mountains. That's... I've never heard of such a thing.
Well,
It sounds pretty dwarvish to me.
yes. Well, you know what? I suppose this could be where the dwarves from that fortress went.
It probably is.
But based on the age of that fortress, this would have to be their descendants, wouldn't they?
Oh, of course, but...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if this connects to that fortress somehow.
Well, who knows how far all the tunnels go. It's possible that there might be a way from here to there.
Well, there's not really
Well,
a reason for us to explore that.
Exactly.
You know, I wonder if they got too greedy and then they dug too deep.
Just going to ignore that because I don't even know what you're talking about.
Anyone wonder what might live down there?
Oh, there's...
Down in the depths,
Yeah.
in the tunnels.
In the mine shaft or just under the earth
Just
itself?
under the earth, because we could probably connect to... There are probably some tunnels that go way down there.
We may not have enough time in our lives to explore all of it.
I am
Yeah,
back,
that
by the
might
way.
be a good thing.
Yeah, we...
Probably.
But right
I
now,
wonder if we can just take these items off of people down here.
No stealing from our... I guess technically we could call them employers.
I suppose that's one way to put it. More like... They were kind enough to let us in here. Let's not betray that trust.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So are you guys heading anywhere specific other than to find Freya?
I thought we were just looking around at the moment.
Okay. Anything particular? You guys, as you guys are traveling through, you see like cafes, taverns, forges, other little random shops.
Somebody really taking the damn parking spot.
Say that again?
I said, did somebody really take my damn parking spot?
Oh, fuck. Yes, there is a thick-looking dwarf sitting at the table with a cup of ale that has the mug currently has written Carden along the side of it, and the dwarf is like working on carving it out with like a small kind of a wood carver's tool.
Hey, how much for that cup?
2 silver. Why?
It got my name on it.
2 silver. He like stops chiseling at it.
What are the odds of finding a mug that has your name on it?
Exactly.
Pretty good considering it's wood.
I'll take it. I'll give you 2 silver and
All right,
take this mug.
Yeah,
This here
mark
mug.
it off. Mark it off of your sheet.
You
I'm
now
gonna say-
have Carden's mug.
I'm gonna say just because he was starting to work on like carve the name out of it, he destroyed part of the N, so now it looks like an R. But you could probably fix that pretty easily.
Carter?
But you pay him the 2 silver, and he immediately orders another mug of ale. And you guys continue on. Unless there's any particular shops that you guys would like to stop at,
No.
you guys will arrive at Freya's. Okay. Freya, Freya's little shop that you guys kind of find is there's no like sign to it. There's like an open layer, kind of like an opening in the bottom of the building, and then above you can see what looks to be is probably some kind of an apartment or home above this kind of shop. And inside of the shop itself, you see other little small trinkets and other fine engraving work, and a large number of like hand-woven baskets that has had its spruce root kind of woven into a design among the baskets. Think kind of like embroidery or cross-stitch, but it has been done with this spruce root.
Mm-hmm.
And as you guys kind of approach, there is a kind of middle-aged-ish kind of female elf who kind of turns to you guys and kind of just, well, hello. I don't recognize you guys. You must be travelers of sorts. Did you guys come in along the canal?
No, we came from the center of the continent.
Fascinating. Travelers from outside. We don't get those very often. Do tell, what brings you here?
I am in need of a delicate artist's design. I need a small item. Roughly, let's say 10 centimeters tall. a small cage, delicate and inlaid.
Oh, okay.
But it must be made out of silver.
Of course. For something like this, would you be providing the silver for the construction of this piece, or will I need to acquire the silver myself?
Unfortunately, I do not have any silver on me, unless you
Couldn't we
break
just...
down.
Yeah, couldn't we just melt down some silver coins?
I'd rather not, honestly.
Ironically, you can. However, come on, load internet.
No!
I think you would need to melt down. If it will load, please. Anytime now.
Isn't it like double the gold?
Effectively, yeah. You would need to, well, it'd be that number, but you would have to melt down 100 GP worth of silver coins.
That's a lot of silver.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So, given the idea, given the information to Freya, she is going to report that she's going to inform you that in order to procure the silver and then for the work needed and then the time that would be required, you're looking at about 150 gold pieces for the materials and for the time. And then she's probably going to need about 3 or 4 days, maybe give or take a day, depending on complications.
Oh, that sounds reasonable. The amount of delicate work and... the time needed in acquiring materials. Yes, 150?
Yes.
Alright.
What is this cage going to be used for, Dinoc?
Would you like to find out?
I mean, a small silver cage.
If you guys get
seem...
that reference, cheers.
TFS?
Yes, actually, I'm actually mostly surprised by that.
You're welcome. It was the way you said it. Would you like to find out? I could see the big, round, beady eyes.
Pecking order. Moving on.
Yes. So, a silver cage of that size doesn't seem like it'd be very useful for much, if anything.
Except for as a reagent for a spell.
So what spell?
I recently came across something specifically for the Torbitch.
Oh.
And I will...
How is he going to fit in that little cage, though?
It is a spell that will hopefully prevent him from coming back once we end him. After all, he escaped his original body and came back as what he is now. Hopefully I can figure out a way to prevent him from doing that again and being a further pain in our arse.
Oh, ignore that.
Wrong button.
Doing... So, you've acquired your... Well, you have commissioned your spell component.
Mm-hmm. Do you request half now? Or do you want the full?
Half now is acceptable. Actually, let me rephrase. I will need it at the very least the 100 GP now in order to acquire the amount of silver necessary.
All right. I hand over the 100 gold.
Okay. Go ahead and mark off 100 gold. D-Knock is the one with the bag of holding. He has all of the money.
Yes, all of the money. And we have quite a bit, so I'm not terribly concerned. I just wanted to know what the cage was for.
That just brought us down under 3,000 gold.
Oh no.
So remind me, guys, and you guys may need to, because I don't remember, and you guys may just need to look at your character sheets. Are you guys mostly fresh, or have you guys spent a lot of resources in terms of like spells, hit points, hit dice, that kind of a thing?
I have used one 4th level spell slot.
I have used no spells and I'm at full HP.
And I can't even remember what the... Oh, it was probably for polymorph. Right.
Okay. So I'm going to
I
say...
have used no spells. I want to make this clear. I have used no spells.
Understood.
Yes, barbarian man.
Hey. He's totem bear.
I know,
Technically, he does have spells. Spares?
Spares? Spare spells.
He has spares.
Bear spells. Bear spells.
You tell it's been.
I think we need to make that
year.
a thing.
So I'm going to say, just because of that, you guys, it is still kind of like early in the day where you guys could begin traveling down the mine if you wanted to.
There's no time like the present, since they are lost and or trapped there. If they're dead, then there is no need to hurry. But if they are alive, then time is of the essence.
Oh, I do want to say that we have left the shop after completing the deal.
Yeah, of course.
Before we get too far and all of a sudden we hear her say, "What exactly are you talking about?"
Right.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm trying to see if there's anything in my notes that would catch anyone's attention.
Not at this moment, probably. Other than a large conglomeration around the largest tavern, probably. And that's more for a, well, there's where we're going to party after we get this done.
Heh.
Look over, Torben's just standing right next to the tavern.
Oh, fuck.
Funny you should mention that. No, I'm kidding.
I guess we're just gonna beat him. We're gonna beat him now.
So actually, there are only a few taverns here that you guys can actually see, but they're massive. They are like the front of the building alone probably extends in about probably 60 feet from the center door in both left and right directions. For basically each tavern. As you guys are walking through, you only see 3 that stand out to you. The Electric Fence, the Charming Chain, and the Priceless Pseudo-Dragon are the 3 that you guys notice as you pass through. All of them extremely populated and busy.
That last one does get eyebrow ridge from D-Knock.
So, all of them are very populated, at least as of the moment, and like I said, they are massive in size. If you were to compare Feya's shop to the taverns, you could very easily probably fit 6, maybe a few more of her shops inside of one of the taverns that you guys have passed by.
Dang.
I don't know. The electric fence sounds pretty cool.
Talking.
Exactly. And with my affinity for lightning, it just seems adequate.
With that note, I will say, Katya, you would also notice one of the forges in the area. The name of it catches your eye as the Storm Forge.
Ooh. I don't suppose we can make a quick stop by there.
Oh. I suppose. What do you need restocking?
Call it a hunch, but the name speaks to me. I don't know if it might be important.
By
But
the way,
I just have an odd.
how many arrows do you have on you? Asta,
I think she's
What?
pulling them out and counting.
I asked how many arrows your character has.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Let's see if my computer lets me look. I'm still having off and on issues, so I'm still on my phone.
Just call it a hunch, but with a name like that, all I can think of is Cloud Splitter.
Also, just so you're aware, Rona, we can hear you typing and clicking on your computer.
What the? Every time I fix that, I swear, it undoes itself.
Yep. Welcome to Discord issues.
Fucking Discord. Let me.
I can take a look for you, Asta, so that we don't get hung up on this stuff.
Well, if you just want to tell me where it's at.
Every click and every type. Ugh. And I turned the sensitivity way up.
Where on the character sheet is it?
It's wherever you put your ammunition.
That's helpful.
Yeah.
I mean, there's several places to put ammunition. You've got it in your inventory, which is bottom middle. You've got the 4 little squares underneath the flaws, and above like your different features and traits.
Yeah, it doesn't
Did the popping
look
stop?
like you. For right now, it doesn't look like you have any tracked at the moment. Asta,
I had
so
at one point.
I know you did, which is why I don't know why they're not here now.
What the hell?
But I mean, you can buy like, I think it's like 20 arrows for like a silver piece
Hang
or
on.
something like that.
Didn't Asta find like an infinite bow quiver or infinite arrow quiver at one point?
I mean,
Yeah,
if she did, she needs to have it written down somewhere, or it doesn't exist, because I'm looking at her inventory and I do not see the name of that item in her inventory.
Listen, I had that written down at some point too. I know that for a fact because I was all excited about it.
A quiver of infinite
remember-
arrows.
I remember she had it because
I really do not feel like I gave this to you
Hard
guys.
time. Keeping track.
I remember you giving it to me because you're like, now you don't have to keep track of your arrows.
Where did you get it? Question mark. Maybe that'll help us remember.
That is an excellent question.
I personally do not believe that I have given you guys this item. Now, I could be wrong, but that is my...
You don't remember telling me that I didn't have to worry about ammo now because it was being a problem?
No, so Geis has got me. He is informing us that is in your other campaign. Your campaign with Sarah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he's in chat. Geis is in chat. He's Sarah has that, not Asta.
Ooh.
So
No, hold on. That is him being like, oh wait, I said the wrong name, I think.
Session 79 tells about a quiver with potentially magic arrows within.
That would have been her sleep arrows.
Ah, okay. Yeah,
'Cause
that's
she
the
does-
only thing I've got
Because
about
she does have 5 sleep arrows.
I know that, but I also had like the infinite one. I remember you giving it to me because it was an issue with me keeping track of my arrows.
If I did, and you don't have it written down, that's kind of a problem.
Whatever, fine.
I mean,
that. You lost your infinite quiver, dropped it in
Yeah.
a lake or something.
I mean, if you don't have it written down, you don't have it. If you can find the note where you wrote that down at, even if it's on a piece of paper on your desk at home, I'll believe you. Just don't write it down on a piece of paper as of right now, because that's, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So if you can find it, you can have it. But if you don't have it written down, you don't have it. So I'm sorry, but like that's kind of.
What if I put it down in my notebook? Would that magically make it appear?
If you find it in your notebook, sure. But if you add it to your notebook, no.
Okay, I open my notebook. Oh, look, there it is now.
So, sorry.
I won't do that. I'm better than that.
We'll just say, for the sake of right now, she has plenty of ammunition to last her a while.
And if not, I've got 20 extra bolts.
Well, she uses a longbow, so.
Okay, then I can't help her.
Are you going to the Storm's Forge, or are you guys heading back to the mine?
The Stormforge is on the way, so let's go ahead and check it out.
Okay.
That sounds good.
Okay.
So Geist is saying it was the quiver that had the sleep arrows.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. All right. So you guys enter the Storm's Forge, and as you guys kind of enter, you guys kind of see the back of a very large individual who kind of is hunched at the moment over an anvil. And as you guys kind of come in, you guys can hear ting 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 ting, and as you look, there's like a series of like bent and crooked daggers hanging from a string that is pushed against as you guys kind of enter through the door. And as it kind of goes, you guys watch as it. As you guys watch, as you guys go, this figure kind of lifts his head up, and you guys kind of see this from the back. It's a dark-skinned humanoid, thick muscles, and you can just kind of see the muscular back of this individual, kind of this darkened skin. And as he lifts his head up, he's got this like orange flame like hair, and
Like actual fire?
no, it's hair, you can tell. And he brings this kind of large hammer into the air, and he goes, "I'll be right with you." Ping! Ping!
Ooh.
Sorry. that was
Right,
loud.
I'll wait.
And as he finishes
Of
and
course you will.
pushes a sword into water, you turn and you see this guy now stand to his full height, and you guys see this probably 10-foot tall, rippling, muscular man, dark skin, and this kind of orangey, fiery hair. As he kind of stands to his full height, you can see his fingers kind of crackle just ever so faintly with blue electrical energy, and his eyes are this piercing blue, almost like that of the color of lightning. And he steps forward. and
So
kind of just...
I look over to Katya real quick. Are you drooling?
I'm impressed, yes. But I'm trying to keep it together the best I can.
Roll for
He's pretty practiced at this point.
Yes.
Can I help you?
Well, you certainly look like a man who knows his way around the forge.
Sort of. Goliath in nature.
Pardon my misspoke. Goliath, you certainly look like someone who knows their way around the forge. And I can't help but notice the lightning crackling about your fingers. You certainly stand out among most of the people that I've seen in my lifetime. Call it a hunch or something, but something tells me you might know something about a great axe called Cloud Splitter. Maybe?
Oh, give me a moment.
Ah!
What the?
Maybe if you had a visual. Cardin, would you like to...
Cardin, Carl will say this, and I'll pull out Cloud Splitter.
Okay. You pull it out.
I hear the dice.
Well,
Uh-oh.
my dice were just out of reach.
Uh-oh.
Uh,
To give a brief explanation, Cloud Splitter was, if I remember correctly, it was wielded by the King of the Storm Giants, centuries ago? I don't know, the details...
I recognize the magic of the giants, specifically of the storm giants, within the axe, but unfortunately I am not familiar with the blade itself. This is a weapon that kings, I mean, you said it yourself, would have wielded. Nothing like a half-breed bastard like myself would have ever seen anything like this.
We've been trying to track down the pieces of it since the blade was shattered so long ago, and I don't know, it just felt like a good idea to stop by here.
We think he's a piece?
What? Oh,
He's an axe.
you said
What?
axe, right?
Yes, a piece of the axe.
Okay, because that is not where my mind went.
I'm
Damn it, got ya.
I do not believe that I am a weapon in disguise.
Whack!
Was that me or Cardin?
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
if I
since
say
you...
keep it in your pants, what am I referring to?
Yes.
You horn dog.
So, since we decided to stop by anyway, perhaps I can ask you to forge something for me?
Potentially, if it's within my wheelhouse.
Well, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that you have the ability to imbue weapons with magical power?
He kind of like does like that kind of like iffy kind of hand sign. Yeah, he goes, I've tried a couple of times, but nothing super successful, and he looks to his kind of door chime.
Oh, nice.
Unfortunately, as many smiths are in this city, many of us are unable to incorporate magic into our craft. Kind of the reason why there's so many of us here is order to produce as many numbers as we can of things. And he kind of gestures to a table that's kind of off, kind of slightly behind you guys, and you guys can see that it is just, it's probably a 6 to 8 foot long table or a workbench, and it is filled with short swords, long swords, and a couple of the heavier styled weapons that are also coated in silver. If we could imbue magic, we wouldn't necessarily need to silver these weapons. Unfortunately, I could definitely try, but I cannot guarantee any kind of outcome.
I just, with the lightning that's dancing among your fingertips, I just made the assumption that perhaps you would be skilled in creating lightning weapons.
He's going to reach out and go, and basically touch your nose and kind of go like, this is full charge. And basically you feel like a tingling sensation kind of flow through your body, and the tip of your nose, like where his massive finger kind of rests, goes a little numb, and then your hair starts to like float up into the air and basically just stand straight up into the air, and that's about it. Other than the tingling sensation, you don't really feel anything. And you can see him kind of like concentrating a little bit on it, and then he pulls his finger away, and as slowly the static electricity effectively kind of leaves your body. He kind of shrugs and goes, "Unfortunately, that is not the dominant side of my family, apparently."
Well, I've always had an affinity for things electrical. Well, if you don't mind trying, perhaps you can take some time to create me like one of those jagged daggers that you have hanging back there, and I'll gesture to one of the ones we passed on the way in. Kind of shaped like a lightning bolt. Maybe you can imbue it with the power of lightning.
I could try. You're wanting.
What's your cost?
You're wanting dagger, yeah?
Correct.
I believe.
He wants wavy, stabby, stabby.
Yes.
I'm just double checking.
Preferably the kind that someone as small as myself might be able to wield.
Which is a dagger. Daggers cost that much money. So, he would say to craft a dagger, it'd probably cost 5 gold pieces, and then to imbue it with the lightning property, which he will not charge you for immediately. He will attempt to imbue it with said property before he charges you for it.
Okay.
But if he is successful, depending on the success, it could range the charge, the additional surplus charge could range anywhere from another 100 gold pieces to 500 gold pieces.
Ooh.
And basically that means, depending on how successful he is, will determine how much additional lightning damage the dagger would deal. And the more it would deal, the more expensive it becomes.
Oh yeah, obviously. I figure worst case scenario, if I have this commissioned and it doesn't work out well for me, Dina could give it to his warrior or something, assassin.
Would that increase the damage, or would it change it?
It would probably just add another damage die to it, effectively. Of lightning damage instead of, you know what I mean? So.
Yeah.
So.
No matter what, it would be useful.
So.
Okay, so then how long would you say it might take?
2 days, maybe? He kind of looks over his shoulder at the anvil. 2.5? I do have workload before you, so...
I mean, that's reasonable. We already have to wait for something else to be crafted elsewhere.
Understood.
Okay, I'll give you the 5 gold piece up front for the dagger itself, and depending on the quality of the finished product, I will pay the rest later.
Of course. He will take the money and take your name and information, and he will...
Yep.
Yeah. Alright. With that... Is there any other side ventures anybody would like to look into or look around at?
Is there any religious iconography around here?
Yes. but it's mostly like there are a few like buildings that are kind of dedicated to some of the gods, but those are very, very few. And the ones that do exist, most of them are dedicated to like On and Vita, nature and life. There are a few like individuals carrying symbols of what did I say? Kine. In order for some carry iconography of Kine, others maybe of Thalia. Thalia.
Thalia.
Yeah, the goddess of the goddess of storms, or tempest.
Ooh.
Like I said, those ones are kind of a little bit more rare. Primarily, they're looking towards On and Vita, nature and life, in order to bring positive thinking and forwardness into the culture.
Mm-hmm. That was just an idle curiosity.
Yeah.
Before we.
You would see some priests in the area as well, but most of them pretty much are at like near barracks, kind of making sure that soldiers don't overdo it effectively. But then you do see the occasional kind of wandering the town, that kind of a thing. So, okay. Well, if there is nothing else.
So we determined that I have plenty of arrows for now, correct?
Yes.
Hopefully.
Okay.
What I will do is I will add a number on your sheet, on your D&D Beyond character sheet, and I will just name them. I'll just put them right here, and we'll call them arrows.
Arrows.
And we're gonna say that you have that many, and that should be plenty.
I can't see how many you put down right now, but okay, I'll take your word for it.
It's not even a number; it just says plenty.
I believe it would be. I believe it would technically be more than Asta's age. You did not list an age for Asta, so I'm going to assume that that is correct. It would actually be close to. It'd be close to the weight you listed for Asta, but so. Anyway.
Damn.
So, with that,
Plenty.
then. With that, then, you guys head to the tunnel, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Then, with that, I'm going to end our music and transition us to the map.
Can I get a brief description of these people that we're looking for again?
Yeah, I'll put it in chat. Give me a minute.
Yeah. I wanted to take
humans
notes.
who look very similar to each other: a half elf and a dwarf.
Yeah, I got that's as much as I got.
Yeah.
I
Green
mean,
skin for the elf, which
Okay.
is interesting. Greenish.
Light
and a very
green.
long beard
Well,
for
it
the
was-
dwarf.
Yeah, it's a half elf, so that's why it's.
I mean, I imagine if we see anything in the mine shaft that's not a monster, it's probably who we're looking for.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right, what kind of music?
then I don't need the details. That's fine. Oh, that's not ominous.
I like it. It works for this. I'm gonna turn it down in this
yep.
just a little bit. I'm gonna turn it up.
Wait,
there.
is this dynamic?
It is.
Oh, it is. Okay,
So-
I just wanted to check.
Yeah, don't be going too far.
Don't go through walls. Yeah.
Mhm. Well,
Don't forget my assassin.
You shouldn't be able to go through walls. I will state that. You shouldn't be able to. That doesn't mean anything.
I'm not gonna try. I don't want to break your map. You'll be mad at me.
I will also state that there are some areas where I have placed a. I don't remember what I used for your Shadow Assassin, so it's going to be NPC for right now.
Yeah, that's what
it was.
Oh, perfect.
You just never gotten a thing because the page does not have its own image for the Shadow Assassin.
Okay, that makes sense. Here we go. Why did that not? Oh, there it goes. Okay, so there are some areas that you guys will not be able to progress through, and even your dark vision won't be able to see through it. Those are markers and indicators for me. So when you arrive at those kinds of things, there will be a reason why you can't see that far.
Okay.
Because
I was thinking, but if it's magical darkness, I can see through that.
No, it's quite literally so that I can open or so that I can tell you guys some traveling stuff.
Okay.
Because there are areas of the mine that are rather lengthy, and instead of making it to scale on the map, I basically put a doorway and said, at this stage you will travel X number of feet.
Okay.
Or more depending on the corridor.
Gotcha.
So
I guess we should head in.
So, one more thing. While moving on this map, please only move your speed before everybody else moves. At that point in time, you can then move again.
Okay.
Cardin, you may have to take control of Asta's character for this.
Why?
Oh, do you have access to the thing?
Well, we'll try again.
And I can help move people if necessary.
Oops.
And I'll also use my drift globe to have light so that I can, see.
Okay.
That's 30 feet.
30 feet, I believe.
Well, Valinar probably can't see anything at the moment. Give me a moment. It's loading. Okay, so Valinar, what is the range on your light?
I believe it's 20 feet, and then dim light for an additional 20, so 40.
Okay, so...
Knock on wood, it seems to be working for me as of right now.
Okay.
I'm
Cool.
still gonna stay on the call on my phone though, just to be safe.
That's fine.
100% get that.
Oh my gosh, why is this so...
Finicky?
It's like being very, very slow on my end, which is bizarre given the fact that it shouldn't be. Let's see. Go ahead and close that.
So I feel it would be a safe bet to follow the tracks.
What tracks?
Sucker's bet.
I'm working on it, Valley. I promise.
What tracks?
You're good.
Tracks? There are tracks? Like minecart tracks? Trolley tracks?
Roller coaster tracks?
What?
Okay, did that work for you, Valinar?
I still see all black.
Here, just grab my shoulder.
How can I... I'm trying to remember how I can see what you see. Okay. Give me a moment. I'm working on it.
Is Valinar that glowing circle that I see?
Probably. do I need to change the color? That wouldn't make sense, right? No.
Yeah, like I could 20 feet of light being shed from his immediate area on my screen.
Why is it not working on his? Try refreshing your... Well, no, because I don't see that either.
It could just be the terrain color. Hard to tell.
Oh, hey. I see something. Except it looks like a flashlight.
Yeah, I don't feel like that should be right. Let's say... Let's try that.
Hey! I see people now.
Sweet.
I'm on the wrong tool.
Okay.
Okay, we're working.
Oh, yeah,
Alright.
he is shedding light. Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
You're in front.
So yeah, just make sure you guys are moving your distances. So.
And then let's also get us a marching order to make sure we're not surprised.
Obviously, Cardin in front.
So,
With the elements of surprise.
as you guys
Valinar
begin...
maybe in the back with
Yeah.
his limited range of vision.
So as you guys are beginning to head down the mine, you guys can see the kind of dark gray stone that has clearly been mined away by a workforce of some kind. Looking down the shaft, you can see the gray metal of the cart rails that have been laid throughout the mine, and the tunnel the tunnel eventually is engulfed in darkness as your dark vision does not extend far enough. The rails themselves seem to be in different states of working order and or repair. As kind of detailed a little bit here. I will zoom in a little bit here on stream so that they can see that the tracks themselves have a variety of a different situation based off of what they can and can't. So everybody has moved at this point. You guys can move again. Also, Asta, I am going to move you just because currently you are standing in a wall.
Oh. Whoops.
No, you're fine. Just
Hold on. Before you go forward, let's get our marching order set up.
yeah. If you guys want to establish a marching order, I imagine you guys want Cardin at the front.
Yes.
So there's Cardin. Cardin has dark vision, so that should be fine. And then
Valinar in the back. Kind of act as our
Also, don't forget
shield.
Don't forget, we need to move our own speed.
Right.
okay.
But still stay together.
Mhm.
Cardin, move
That means
back.
slow down.
Yeah, and Cardin, because you have a faster speed, you can choose to move 30 if you wish. But again, that's going to be up to you.
Okay.
Cardin rushes off blindly into the darkness.
So what I want to say is, Katya, move back a step, and my assassin will take that place.
Oh, okay. Bloop. Like that?
Yeah, and Cardin, unless
Okay,
you want
keep us
to
in a
be
group.
the weird battering ram who's all by yourself,
That's a silly statement, Deanock. You know that's what he wants to do.
then he's not getting assistance.
I'm sure he'll be fine. What's the worst that could happen? Get clotheslined by a troll?
Flashes back to like episode 4.
Whenever you say
Multiple
what's-
magical hands appear and slap you in the back of the head repeatedly.
That tickles.
whenever you say what's the worst that could happen, I feel like it's a challenge to the DM. So
It is, and he's already killed Katia once.
I thought it was twice.
Oh, twice. My bad. How'd I forget about one time?
So, you guys can continue to move at your at your leisure.
I quickly realize that following the tracks might be a little bit difficult as they start to branch off in several different directions.
Yeah, but you're also probably the only one that can see that at the moment, because you're the only one that technically has the ability to see 120 feet.
Yeah,
which is ridiculous, but
it's great.
I can
I
see
mean,
it off.
I can see this crossroad here.
yeah.
Yeah, there's another one.
So I'm gonna
right
do you
there.
guys. I'm gonna do you guys a little bit of a favor, because this particular area is completely fine, and it's actually there's nothing in it. And I'm just going to explain as I move you guys forward that you guys kind of move into this kind of open area here. That branches off into a few different ways, and it's an open kind of cavern. It looks like there had been at one point in time ore that lingered in these walls that have been pulled out and since carted away. You have a path continuing to the east, and then two other paths, one to the kind of southwest and another one to the southeast. I will state that the one to the southeast continues on much further than Katya's vision would allow him to see. And right there you can see that barrier that I've created.
I see that.
Well, I say we continue on this one track. Might as well explore it to the end.
Fair, but I can also see
I
it
have a one-track mind.
in the in the southwest direction. Looks like a dead end. And the track stopped there, but I don't actually know if it's a dead end or not.
You'd have to go down and investigate.
So, vote.
Southwest.
East.
Or we are playing D&D. We could roll for it.
Yes.
Just saying.
So what? We roll a d4, and that determines which direction we go.
No, each of you roll a d20. Whoever rolls higher, that's the direction you go.
Oh, okay, fair.
Valnar will
Persuasion.
abstain because he can only see 40
Ah,
feet.
fuck.
Nat 20.
It's not gonna be me.
How many
I got
fucking
a
mage
9.
hands are there? Okay, there we go.
Okay.
You're playing with me. I use that and I spam it. You know that.
All right.
Well, I
So
have to scroll down through them to see my roll.
yeah. So is it to the southwest that you choose to go?
Correct, where the rails do that weird squiggly for no reason.
You mean the squiggly right here?
Yes.
That is primarily because of the track pieces that I had to work with.
Okay. Oh, fair.
I've got a sliver from through the wall.
Oh
Uh-oh.
man, that's funny. Well, you're just staring into the abyss. There is technically nothing there. I could try to fix it, I suppose. That's
Don't worry
what I
about it.
wanted to see.
Dinox like, I could see through the wall.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it. You guys. can
Enoch
do-
blinks and then ignores it.
Yep. It's quite literally just empty space on the map. There is no real anything out there. So. Okay. Everybody has moved. You guys can move again. Is this tunnel
This
kind
is
of
getting-
as you guys are walking, some of your guys' boots kind of against the hard, and every now and then there's this clack as one of you guys hits the metal of the rails.
Ow, my foot! Cardin, what do you see?
Uh, you see what would have been a mining outcropping of some kind. This appears to have been at one point a small kind of area that people had been digging ore out of, and right here towards the end of this track would have been where the cart would have stopped, and they would have loaded ore into the cart here. And when what is that? Can't select it. It must just be a bug on the map. And there doesn't seem to be any kind of really anything important here. Or anything left, any valuable stuff left behind here. But there is kind of a pile of discarded mining gear in one of the kind of in the far corner.
I suppose we can move again?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I mean, with that information, we should at least pick up. Are they pickaxes, shovels?
It's an assortment of mining gear, such as pickaxes, shovels.
It wouldn't hurt to grab
headlamps.
It wouldn't. Headlamps.
Well, it'd be lanterns that can be pointed in a direction.
Still, it wouldn't hurt to grab some of that then, just in case we might need it further down the shaft.
Okay, just add to your inventory I'm
gonna add it to the bag.
Yes,
Okay.
put it in the bag.
So a pile of mining equipment, and you can use the word pile there. Basically, if it can reasonably be considered discarded mining equipment, you have it.
Gotcha.
Cool.
All right,
Alright.
back to the.
Yeah, let's. There's nothing else here. We should definitely return to the middle chamber.
Quick travel.
Sure. Womp.
Whoa! Oh, that was weird. Okay, so now we have the options of east or southeast. Well, Dinok, I believe you drew the second longest straw.
With a 9. That's so sad.
I suppose we can check out the east.
Okay, we'll go. We should head east then.
Start at the entrance to the tunnel.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll move Cardin into position where he can be. Yoink.
Bleep.
Hmm.
What is that shiny blue thing?
Why don't you go down
What?
the tunnel and find out?
Shiny blue?
It wouldn't be shiny. You wouldn't even know what it would be. It would be black and gray.
Oh
to
yeah.
you, because
What is
you're
that? What is that odd shape at the end?
seeing- Yeah,
I mean, it looks like another. It looks like another dead end, but there's something there. Might be a crystal.
Yeah, you
Well,
would basically
let's
see an
move
odd-shaped
forward.
rock.
An odd-shaped rock. Okay, well, then let's move forward. Yeah, that didn't change anything.
Ooh, you sure you wanna go that far up, Asta?
I fixed it.
To be fair, she's got almost as many hit points as Cardin.
If not more, actually.
Honestly, all of your guys' hit points surprise me at this
Ooh,
point.
there's more.
So, because of the way that these are, you don't actually need to do anything for these. You guys would actually find 6 pounds of unrefined silver ore, which is
Ooh.
effectively you find like clumps of rock that have silver veins inside of it.
Do we
I think
need
we-
one of those?
They're
Do we need one
already
of those?
they're already pulled from the wall. They're just kind of lying loosely around on the ground, and then there's an overturned kind of rusted, kind of maybe busted, you're not entirely sure, kind of overturned cart on one of the sides. So
Well, I began scooping it into the bag of holding.
okay, add it to there.
Well, I suppose if nothing else, we are going to come out of this with some decent loot.
Possibly. Montage.
And fast travel. Whoop!
Oh.
Oh.
I brought everybody
Wait
with
for me,
now,
guys!
Okay.
Now for the last tunnel. No other
and
choice.
I'm actually going to go ahead and have you guys stay... actually, I'm going to put Cardin right here. And I want you guys to form a marching order around him. Okay? So that I can put you... So that you guys are in a position for... when I move the wall, basically.
Marching order around him.
Yeah, basically so that you guys are in a location
That works.
For things. Because this wall indicates that you guys travel for an entire mile
Wow.
in kind of a almost not necessarily a straight line, but it is a relatively straight kind of corridor that has kind of a very slight sloping kind of degrade to it.
Decline?
Decline, thank you.
Haha.
And and I would like everyone to make a perception check for me, please.
Perception. Don't fail me now.
Why?
Oof.
Ooh, the lag is real.
That's a 5.
Oh, God.
Great.
8.
Of the 2 times I've rolled tonight, they've both been 5s. Not a fan.
Great.
Sweet.
Fantastic.
It's really hard to see in all this dark, even with special vision. All I see is rocks and more rocks.
All right.
You'd think I'd be used to this by now, all the caves that we've been in, and the fact that half of my home is literally a desert.
Let's see. I am looking for something. Give me one moment here.
Your mom sucks.
Okay. Yeah. All of you begin to kind of have that, like, sixth scent, if you will, where, like, the hair on the back of your neck begins to prickle and stand up as if something is watching you.
Oh, do you want me to roll for my assassin? He does have a perception skill.
What's his intelligence?
+1.
+1? Yeah, go for it. Okay. He also has a very similar feeling.
Oh.
Bye-bye, wall.
I think my broke because now I can see the entire cavern. I'm gonna have to refresh the page. Yeah, it froze for a second, and then when it reloaded, I could see the entire cavern and everything in it. I'm like, ooh, that's... Nope, I don't need to know that.
Okay. I'm like, I was opening my end to make sure that, like, I didn't accidentally delete the walls or something. I'm like, I didn't think I did, but I suppose it's possible.
Okay, that's much better. I no longer have access to the entire map. No more cheating involved.
Okay, cool. Alrighty. So my next question for you guys is: how would you like to proceed forward?
Just select us all
On foot.
Okay.
Well, Cardin just went on his own, so...
Yep, like he always does.
Give me one moment because I need to do something.
Uh-oh. Oh, where did it go?
It's
Where did they go?
underneath.
That's what you.
I saw them. Wait, what?
I said I needed to do something.
Yeah, I saw something,
Uh-huh.
and then it disappeared.
You need
I'm
to
concerned.
pretend like you didn't see it.
Okay, I didn't see anything other
Awesome.
than this four-way split.
Okay.
Also, you need to catch up.
Asta, keep up.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh my god, I was looking at the stream screen.
I had to close the stream screen so that my computer could keep up.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think I have to do that.
Okay. I may have to as well, which is honestly kind of disappointing considering. Okay. Everybody may move once again.
I'll go about right there. Oh, this is not just a four-way split. This is a five-way split.
There's a split.
Okay. And Katya is gonna grab Valinar and point. That way. That way. That way.
I see darkness.
And that way.
I
Yeah,
only
Man,
see darkness.
you see darkness, but I see tunnels.
Yeah. Well, as you guys kind of move in, because they rolled. Actually, hold on. Would they? Oh, they did.
They who? Nobody else is here. It's just us.
It's cocked. Okay, never mind. Cardin, you would hear it first. The shifting of stone. And it seems to be coming from around you. Almost echoing off the cavern walls, sorry. As you guys quickly look around, and Valinar, because of your limited light source, you don't see much, but you do see a little bit of shifting of the dirt as you guys begin to hear as things begin to move, and a bunch of creatures are going to come at you. I'd like everybody to go ahead and roll initiative for me as I start to reveal them on the map.
I would just like to point out that you cut out for me for a second, so it sounded like you said that it seemed that it starts to moo as in a cow.
Oh, come on. I clicked on my token.
Don't worry.
There we go.
Ooh, oh, okay. Whew.
I get advantage.
Finally, a good roll.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. So,
So what are these things? Like some kind of rock?
Oh, there are
I will
quite a few.
There
I
are quite a
will
few.
explain in a minute.
Valinar, do you see those? They're everywhere.
I see. Looks like 6, 7, maybe 8.
Looks like 9.
1, 2,
Correction,
okay,
there are
so
12.
Oh, never mind.
Fantastic.
Need D-Knock,
I hope you brought your A game because you're going to need it.
and you rolled.
Well, I brought a
19.
fireball. Does that count?
That'll suffice.
I believe that is everybody's correct initiative.
I'm just trying to determine what I would like to throw at these things.
So,
And what did they roll?
well, here's the thing. I'm actually trying out a new mechanic here.
Oh
So-
no.
Emerging from invisibility, these small kind of gray-skinned dwarves kind of begin chittering in a language that I don't believe anybody speaks as they rush towards you guys. Because they technically had the drop on you through a stealth check, they are going to move. After which, we will move to Cardin's initiative. So this one is going to move 25 feet here. 20 feet there. We're gonna move. I think you can get there. You are gonna move
Oh no.
there. There. You will move there. And you're gonna move here, here, here. And then these three are gonna move right up to you, D-Knock. Okay. So, which means so these creatures are what I consider horde or minion creatures. They have they have certain they have very certain mechanics, such as they don't get a turn in combat. But that doesn't mean that they're any less dangerous. So, and what I mean by that is they deal damage at the start of your turn, and this kind of presents as them attacking you in swarms. Okay.
Okay.
And because we immediately go to Carden's turn, Carden is going to take damage for each enemy within 10 feet of him. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 individuals. So you take 5 damage per enemy. So 6 times 5 is 30. So Carden, you take 30 points of slashing damage reduced by your AC.
That's interesting.
So if you reduce that by your AC, you take that damage. Now, Carden, if you were raging, you would reduce the damage. You would reduce that damage even further by cutting it in half. Okay.
Okay.
So you take that damage immediately. That is their, and then that is effectively their turn in combat. But this will also happen to everyone. So, like when we get to Asta, she will also take damage for every enemy within 10 feet of her.
Okay.
Even though some of them technically would have had attacked Carden in a sense, but yeah. So, Carden, it is your turn. Go ahead and do your turn as you normally would.
Okay. Turn.
Roar!
I'm going to go ahead and pull up a massacre blade
Okay.
Oh no.
and smack that guy.
Go for it.
Does a 25 hit?
25 does hit.
Yeah, they also need to make it DC 16 dex save. Within, 10 feet of me.
So sorry, which one are you hitting?
That one.
Okay, the top, that one. Based on that swing, there would not be anything within 10 feet of it. However, dealing 16 slashing and 9 necrotic, you immediately cut that one in half.
Next.
Then, does the blood well activate as well?
I'm reading through the things right now. So you begin.
Killing it.
Yeah, you begin filling it. So 9 points have gone into one of the gems.
Okay.
Yeah. Did you bonus action rage? I forget.
He did not.
No, not yet.
Okay. You are not raging.
I'm going to take my second attack first.
Okay. On the guy to the south or above Asta?
The guy to the south.
Okay. So many dice. 31 will hit.
31. I would hope a 31 would hit, whatever.
Oh my god, dude. 14 necrotic damage.
Yikes.
Yeah, that also kills that one. And you would now have one gem completely full, and an additional 8 points in another. I will help you this time because this is the first time of you using the Massacre Blade, but do not expect consistent help in the future. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I just need to know the total. If I have I have a portal section.
Cool. So, that's your 2 attacks. You have movement and bonus action.
I forget. Is Sacred Flame is not a bonus action, right?
No.
Okay. I want a bonus action to expend.
It is if you quicken it.
I don't have Quicken. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm Sacred Flame?
I'm 2 levels Paladin.
Paladins don't get cantrips.
It has it on my sheet from somewhere. Because I have Word of Radiance and Sacred Flame.
We're gonna have to look into that because paladins don't get cantrips. At least not to my knowledge, anyway. So, are you gonna move anywhere, or are you gonna stay right there?
I'm going to go ahead and move. There. Actually, yeah, I'll just move there for right
Okay.
now. That way I don't take an attack of opportunity.
All right, you do so. That will bring us at the end of your turn.
To me.
However, because enemies get to act kind of in between a little bit, you
So
guys,
that's 15.
some of you guys will see emerging from over here. A few more.
Oh no.
Kind of coming down the tunnel, emerging from their invisibility, or they wouldn't have been invisible, but they would be emerging from this tunnel over here. And that is their turn.
So it's 5 times the.
Yes, so you would take 15 points of piercing slashing damage reduced by your AC.
Which is 15.
So you would take nothing.
So basically, it's like they almost clip my robes, but I yoink my arm out just in time.
Yeah, basically.
Then I will reach out and touch someone. Does a 16 hit him?
Let me double check their AC. 16 does not hit, unfortunately. You just miss.
Question. Do they have any metal on them?
Let me check what armor they're using. They have chainmail on, so technically, yes, it is.
Then I get advantage.
Then you would have it. Yeah, so yeah, you'd have an advantage, and a 29 would absolutely hit.
Okay, he takes 10 lightning.
The one in which particular one?
The one in the middle.
Okay. The one in the middle takes 10 lightning damage, and cannot take reactions. And he is currently still standing.
I figured. It's a cantrip.
Mm-hmm. I mean, 10 lightning damage for a cantrip is not anything to sneeze at, though.
Yeah.
So there you go.
And
Anything
then
else?
my assassin will start with the one to his south.
Okay.
We're just gonna do it one at a time because 17.
Excuse me.
To hit.
17 will hit.
All right, then he takes 7 piercing and 13 necrotic.
That is enough to kill him.
Total of 20, which is very nice.
Yeah.
And then we'll turn to the one
you know
to
what?
his
Well,
left.
we forgot. Is your Shadow Assassin immune to non-magical damage?
No, just resistant.
Okay. So at the start of his turn, he would have taken 5, 10, 15, 20 points of... Because his turn is on yours, so he would just take it before he acts. He would have taken 20 points of slashing damage reduced by AC.
So it's considered magical.
It is not magical. It is not magical, so he would be resistant to it, so he would take half of whatever the damage would be after his AC has taken away from it.
So 78 minus. His AC is 14, so that is.
So there'd be
16
6
left over.
Well, no, it's 20 damage. So
20, okay.
6. There'd be 6 left over, and he takes half of that because he's resistant.
3,
so
okay.
he would take 3 damage.
Fair enough. And now to attack the one to his left.
Okay.
And that is 20. Nice old
20 will
dirty
hit.
20.
And damage
And that-
is enough again to kill that one.
And at that, he's actually going to. Let me see if something. He's going to move up here, and he will take that attack of opportunity if the one to Asta's left desires.
Okay. He seems to leave without any issue.
Okay. And that will be my turn.
Okay. At the
Hey,
end
stop.
at the end of your turn, you see another group emerging from this tunnel in the south.
No, I don't see it. I see
Well-
one sliver.
Katya, because your vision range is insane, but your perception is not. You see
Yeah.
a few people emerge from the tunnels.
More people,
down this
yeah.
way. I will move
6 more inbound.
And that is their turn. Get there. Asta, the start of your turn, I'm pretty sure you take no damage because there's only 2 of them within range of you. And so that would be 10 points of damage, and I'm pretty sure your armor class is higher than 10.
Yes, it is.
So you take no damage at the start of your turn.
Sweet. Okay. Let me see. Well, I don't want to do that because I don't want to hit Cardinal. Let me. I will just swing at. Let's see. I guess the one just directly in front of me with my short sword.
Okay.
Does a 22 hit?
It does.
Sweet. 10 damage.
10 damage. He looking hurt, but he's still standing.
I would like to do it again.
Yeah, do it again.
Ooh. Does a 25 hit?
It does. Believe it or not, it does.
Well, not as good, but 9.
No, but that is enough to kill the one right there.
Sweet. Good enough for me. I
Okay.
do I have any bonus actions that I can actually use? Doubt it.
Do you?
I mean, you can always dip back into the tunnel we came from so that you can get some pot shots out.
I'm sorry, get some what out?
Pot shots.
Your bow.
That's not what I heard, but okay.
I mean, that's a you problem then.
We can just blame it on my deafness, it's fine. Let's see. I don't have enough movement to do that, do I?
You have 30 feet.
That's
You can
fine.
And 30 will be right there.
Okay, fine. I guess it's just 30. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that without hitting anyone else, hopefully.
You run away.
And they seem to let her?
Yep, you seem to let her.
Interesting.
Okay.
So now that you guys have experienced it, I will give you this mechanic. Hordes or specific types of minions, hordes specifically, do not take reactionary attacks. At the end of your turn, Asta, this group is going to move, and they're going to effectively they're gonna probably, they can't get there, so they're gonna dash up here.
Surround the big guy.
Okay.
That's the furthest they can go. They have a 25 movement speed. With a dash, they can go 50. So, options are limited.
Okay, so I'm assuming I don't take any damage from the horde because it looks like it's
Well, you
15.
you have 15 in front of you. So if your armor class is higher than 15, then you would take no
Yeah,
damage.
My AC is 19.
Yeah.
So
Okay. There you go.
Okay, so I just saw 6 more arrive, and I know we've just killed 3, so we're just gonna drop a nuke into a channel divinity
Oh, okay.
for Radiance to the Dawn.
Radius of the Dawn. How big is that radius?
30 feet.
Okay. I just need to be concerned about these ones over here. Okay. Go ahead and roll.
DC 17 con.
Okay. That is 21 points of radiant damage. I cannot be bothered to roll that many saving throws. They all die.
Okay.
Nice.
Because they definitely they do not have that many hit points.
They've got between 15 to 20.
And I will also kind of give you guys a little... no, not yet. So... but we are not out of initiative yet. Is that the end of your turn, Valinar?
Yep.
Yeah, can you roll a d4 for me?
Okay. 3.
Okay. You see another group arrive over here. Well, Katya
Oh.
does.
Katya sees it. None of the rest do.
6 more inbound.
Katya is the only one with the vision to actually see it, which is honestly annoying because,
I love it.
well, here's the thing though. The only reason why you're allowed to see it is because we misinterpreted the rules early on of Devil Sight. And
I don't have Devil's Sight anymore.
yes, you do.
No.
Yes, you do. It's through a feat,
I
you have it.
It's
Oh,
a
where's
better
it at?
name, I think.
Oh, it is called Devil's Sight. Okay, yeah.
Like come on now.
It just says you can see normally in darkness, both magical and non-magical, to a distance of 120 feet.
So, normally is the key word there. You are human, my guy. Does that mean you have dark vision? We misinterpreted how that wording works in the beginning.
What do you mean?
You can see normally in darkness, meaning as a human you do not have dark vision, meaning if you are in darkness you see nothing. We misinterpreted that in the very beginning when you took this feat, and in order to, or whenever you got this ability, and in order to not retcon half of the campaign, we've just allowed it to continue the way that it is.
Oh, see, I just interpreted it as, I could see normally in the dark. So, like, if I'm standing in darkness...
Race.
See, the wording
it doesn't
is...
say that in the description, so...
Yeah,
it says,
the wording is obscure.
Right, but again, it says you see normally, which means as a human, if you were to see normally in darkness, how would you see?
Like I would in the light?
No, you wouldn't, because a human does not have dark vision. So that's the argument there, and I believe it's been confirmed by Jeremy Crawford on Twitter.
It sounds like it could go either way, honestly, but really, I just interpret it as I can see as though I'm in the daylight.
Right, and that's how we interpreted it in the beginning, and like I said, it's fine. We're not gonna, retcon it or anything like that. So
it almost feels like that's unfair wording.
Yeah.
Well, again, that's just, I kind of agree, but I'm not wizards or anything like that. And I'm just deleting these to kind of clean up the battlefield a little bit. All right. That was Valinar's turn. Katya.
Okay, well, since he just wiped all of them out...
Yeah, and there's nothing around to damage you, so you take no damage.
Phenomenal.
You're just sitting here like, I forgot they have the tactical nuke.
I didn't say that.
I didn't forget.
Well, about the only thing I have of range that can hit all of them would be Synaptic Static.
And do you want to use that?
Sure, I'm gonna place it right there.
Okay, can you click the spell for me?
Yep. They had to make a DC 17 intelligence save or die. Okay, delete it all. And since I could see 3 more, I can go ahead and quicken Eldritch Blast for the other 3.
Sure.
So 1 roll, 2 roll, and my 3rd beam.
Yeah, the natural 20 hits.
And the other 2 do not.
Nope.
Okay, well, natural 20. 8 points of damage to this one in front.
Yeah, that's the one I was going with, because the other one technically would have. So, okay. Alright.
Okay. And one more thing. Boop boop.
59.
Oh god, I'm standing right next to Katya.
Here goes the magic fart.
I mean, you chose not to move.
I'll try and suppress that.
Okay. DC 14.
Yeah.
No, what's the
DC 16.
16? Thank you.
Yep, and I beat it.
Yeah, you succeed, so you are able to successfully suppress it.
Thank God.
Yeah,
that'll be my turn.
Was that one?
I become affected by Guiding Bolt.
Oh, oof.
I mean, to be fair, tell me when I made an attack roll this combat.
Yeet. Good points. I will get hit no matter what.
At the end of your turn, because I'm assuming you're done.
Yes.
This horde is going to dash there, because that's all the further they can get.
Whoa, hi.
That's the why are there two of you? Oh, you're so annoying.
What?
Nothing. I have an extra Katya in my turn order. I think that's everyone. So top of
I
the
only
round.
see one, but okay.
Cardin.
Yeah, we only see one.
I know.
It looks like there's only 3 left.
I'm just here to annoy people, I guess.
Arden is going to hit the motherfucker in the nose.
Sure. You move up, smash.
It's slice and dice this time, baby. 32.
Will hit. Are you wanting to? Are you also using the the blade release? Okay.
Yes.
You can choose one or the other to damage in this way as well. Which one would you like to target?
I'll target that one because he's closer to
Okay.
that one.
For 7 necrotic damage. So that one will take an additional 7 necrotic. The other one, the one in the middle, dies. Okay.
Yeah, I think he died. I think he outright died.
Yeah.
Okay, and then my second attack will be on the other guy that I damaged.
The guy to the left. Okay.
Yep. +5.
I mean, yeah, immediately dead.
And then how much do I get from my crystals?
You get the necrotic damage dealt.
Okay, so I get 7 + 5, so 13.
Yep.
12.
And then remember, those only stay in your crystals for a period of time, for a short period of time.
Yes.
Um,
I'm looking to read.
it is an action to empty a jewel.
Okay, action. I was seeing if it was a bonus action or an action.
Nope, it is an action. So. But I think you can do, you can do more than one gem at a time. So as an action, you can heal yourself if all 3 of them are full for 45.
Okay.
So, okay. That's your turn.
Yep.
All right. Dinoc, at the start of your turn, you take 5 damage, reduced to nothing.
All right, I will step back.
Yeah.
Hold a firebolt just in case anything else comes, and let my assassin wail on this thing.
Okay. And again, I am assuming your assassin has a higher armor class of 5 than 5.
Yeah.
17.
17 to hit and 21 damage.
Yeah, fuck it. It's good enough. Dead. And as you wait a few moments, holding your breath, nothing else seems to come.
Well, that was
I'm gonna delete those.
something.
Yeah.
What in the fuck are these things?
They look like dwarves that have been underground for too long.
I kneel down to one and I start checking out the body. Is it like literally rock skin, or are they just gray skin?
They're just gray skinned, and it kind of blends into the surrounding ground a little bit here. But it's still, it's fleshy.
I guess I'm just going to do an investigation and rifle through pockets then if they're just...
Okay, go for it.
Are they wearing clothes, or are they...
They are wearing clothes, but they're not like anything like super major. All of them seem to be wearing like some kind of some form of chainmail. Whether it be like scraps or not, it is technically chainmail. But
Yeah. Only 8. That's a low roll for me.
I mean, the chainmail is probably the most valuable thing on them.
Not worth taking. Too heavy. Alright, I guess.
Pick a direction, any direction. We only have 4 tunnels to choose from.
I suppose the one with no tracks leading to it?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Start there, I guess.
Southwest. West by southwest?
Sure. But I have an idea. Before we continue onward too much, why don't we take a quick 5-minute break?
I'm okay with a break.
Yep, sounds good to me.
Alrighty.
Taking a break.
Good timing, because unfortunately I was just going to say I'm going to have to go to bed because I work tomorrow morning.
No, okay.
Lame.
Trust me, I know.
Alright, guys. We'll be back in just a few minutes. BRB. Alright, we have returned. Unfortunately, our archer had to go bed as they
Work on Saturdays.
work
mornings.
in the morning. I'm gonna move Carden over to be more next to Valinar there. That way he's not all over there by him lonesome. So
And as we sort of come back to this, Cardin is everybody's going to see Cardin like grasp the hilt of his massacre blade, and they'll sort of see his wounds start to close up as the gems in the pommel glow less red.
yeah, as the 2 bright shining rubies go dormant and dim, you watch as like that energy kind of flows into Carden's hand and then into his body as his wounds seal closed.
Carden, you sure you should be using that?
Oh yeah.
Because, to me, that feels a little vampiric.
So high heels.
Oops, that's not the one I wanted. I was just gonna grab her and bring her up here with the group.
Night Stalker, what do you expect?
You may want to get closer to your mic,
What do you expect? We took it off of a Night Stalker.
You know, we are fighting vampires.
Yeah,
Eventually.
I'm
And-
aware.
I'm just afraid that this could lead to some kind of corruption.
This is
Some kind
only
of mental
healing
control
blade.
over you.
This is just a healing braid. There's no need to be afraid. I kill things
What?
and it heals me.
100% inciting this.
17? I mean, as far as Carden is aware, the blade gives him the ability to heal some of his wounds during combat.
Plus, being a Kalistar, if something we were going to try and mind control him, well, they'd have to kind of deal with 2 souls.
And I do believe you have identified the blade already.
I know, it's just... something about the blade just... worries me.
Fair enough. And I would say with a 17 insight, your worry is not satiated.
Mm-hmm. Well, putting that aside, I'm going to start walking to the entrance of this.
Which one? Oh, down there.
The one with no tracks.
Okay. Asta will follow. I will continue to move her.
It's a tight fit.
Mhm.
For this one, I'm going to have my assassin go first. And going to do his hide mechanic.
Sure.
24 to stealth.
Vanishes into the shadows around you.
Oh,
Oh, he doesn't have vision. Heh. He will tell you that it is safe to move forward, and I'll just that way I don't have to give him vision.
Katya, you gonna join us? All right. Tight little. Do I hear this? What looks like water?
As you guys kind of move down, you do not hear it because it seems to be kind of a stagnant pool of water as you guys get closer. There is a kind of a large body of stagnant water in this area.
Gonna move forward, Cardin? Remember, we can't move unless the whole party moves.
We're gonna move Asta there just because. So.
All right. Gonna scooch forward. How deep does it look?
Make a perception
Does it
check.
look? I'm looking to see if it is traversable. Oh, please let that 9, 10.
I mean,
That sucks.
you don't see the bottom of it. I mean, you could walk into it a little ways. I would say you would be able to tell like the edges here are traversable. But going deeper into the water.
Let me check
you're not
something
sure.
real quick. Okay, perfect. My assassin's actually going to try and go down in. He does not need air, so he can.
Okay. How far do you want him to go?
As far as he can go.
Okay. Then the question I have for you is how far would you send him? Or how long would you wait, I guess, because you could send him effectively indefinitely.
Mm-hmm.
And and as you kind of get closer, you realize why. As you realize that there is a pretty heavy scent of salt in the air.
Okay. Well, I'm just sending him to the deepest point between this shore and the one direct opposite.
I mean, the deepest point would effectively lead into That's interesting. Sorry, I'm just reading something. Oh, right there. Okay. I mean, the deepest part would effectively allow him to honestly connect to the ocean if you sent him through it, because it effectively leads into like a small hole at the kind of at the bottom of this room, or this kind of water pool here, And if he were to go down into it, it would effectively lead him to the ocean.
Okay, so I get it. Okay.
Yeah.
There is a crack underneath.
I wouldn't say it's a crack. It's like a man-sized hole.
So this is a giant fucking toilet.
Yep. Sort of. Yeah. I will also say, because Cardin is an insane, fast barbarian man who has no regard for his own safety, can easily run and move over here and inform you that the tunnels loop around, that this tunnel would loop around. Oh no, why is it so slow on that end? Cardin has moved, but Cardin... Oh, there's the light.
Then my assassin will come back up and we will start traversing towards Cardin, I guess.
I mean, you guys can do that. It's, like I said, it loops around so that the two tunnels to the southwest effectively both lead to this area. They tried to avoid the pool and could not. So they said, fuck it, and went in a different direction.
Muvasa.
Actually, wait a second. I think I just realized something. Hang on. You
may want to move... Oh, there she is. Never mind.
Yeah. It's a little
If
slow
we want to
because of
go... If we want to actually go over the pool, I do have water walking today.
No, I don't see any... Let me take a few steps this way. Is there anything on that other side, Cardin?
I don't see anything, but I'm going to skip a rock.
Make a strength check.
Yep, Cardin picks up a rock and moves to skip the rock. Strength check. 23.
All the way across.
Let me just double check the length of this cavern. You hit the wall on the other side.
Do a
Crack. And I'm gonna move you back, highlight the group, and fast travel.
What, no Kraken?
No,
Thank fuck.
not in that area.
You guys wanted to head?
If you guys wanted to fight the Kraken, you needed to get a boat.
Should we head east? Oh, you're saying northeast?
If you're talking, dude, we don't hear you, just so you're aware.
I know, I'm muted.
Okay.
Katya's thinking about the choices that she's made up to this point. So all she's doing is pointing to the northeast.
Okay. To make this quick, who would be the first one down the tunnel?
Cardin.
Cardin, make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Let's
Oh, shit.
go. Because Cardin. 14. That's a bad roll for me.
Yeah, ouch.
14. I'm gonna say that's just enough to succeed. And you don't lose your lunch as you get to down the tunnel here, and it leads into a pit. And you can just smell refuse and garbage and rotting things from probably miners that worked here before but haven't done anything they haven't done anything with this pit in so long that it is just fermenting.
Oh, so it's just a garbage dump.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. I literally have in my notes, trash pit. Smells bad. D-Knock, you went down the tunnel. Make a con save, please.
Given how often I deal with dead things, this shouldn't be too horrible.
You actually managed to do it much better than Cardin, who looks a little pale but has not yet lost his lunch.
I just kind of go, Ugh. Yeah. I call back to the group. Don't come down this way. It's just a giant garbage pit.
Alright.
I mean, if we're desperate and stupid, I guess we could go search there for any...
No. Anything we find would permanently smell terrible. I say we carry on.
Oh, I guess only way is this way.
Don't you need bones though?
I didn't
He has
smell any
plenty,
rotting
let's go.
flesh. I didn't smell any rotting flesh. Did I?
No, you did not.
Alright, Cardin, would you do the honors?
I don't see any doors around here.
I meant take the lead.
That way.
Oh, come along.
You know what? Just put me with the group. There we go.
And I'll get Asta.
I assume we're going that way. Okay.
Everybody just left Valinar's line of sight.
Yeah, just everyone just kept disappearing from my screen. I'm like, I'm just gonna guess which way we went.
Valinar's like holding his light, looking around, and he turns around and goes, "Hey guys!" And it's just his orb of light in the darkness, and he's the only one there. Guys. Okay.
Alright.
Go ahead and dun. Okay.
Start moving us all forward.
Okay. Can I actually have you guys stop for a moment? And I'm going to readjust a couple of you here as you guys are traveling at about this pace. I'm going to say, because I don't want to deal with it. We're going to say she stops there. Can I have those of you standing within that box make a dexterity saving throw, please?
Oh shit.
Oh.
16 from me and
20 from Cardin.
27 from the assassin.
Okay. You all succeed on the saving throw, so you guys will take half damage from the fall. As you guys walk, and the ground quite literally, almost like in a Pokemon style fashion, just breaks and falls underneath you. You guys take as you guys fall several feet. It's pretty low. 12 points of bludgeoning damage as you fall about 25-30 feet.
I more get the wind knocked out of me than any real damage.
Oh, I wrote that as a bigger dimension. Oh, well. I should have looked at my notes before I drew the box. Oh, well. Anyway.
Ow! Ow!
Everybody okay down there?
I just imagine you guys, ow, and three heads peek over the edge and almost simultaneously go, "Are you okay?"
Well, ow means that they're not dead.
How far down was it?
I'd say 30 feet.
Can someone toss me down a rope?
Sure thing. How much you need?
Oh
Is there like a wall to climb up, or is it just an empty cavern?
I mean, you could attempt to scale the wall. I mean, there's outcroppings and stuff like that. It'd be pretty difficult without any equipment, but...
So Valnar is dropping a rope, by the way.
Now, here's the question: are you dropping it, or are you lowering it down so that I can?
I'm lowering. Yes, I'm totally just gonna throw.
Because that's 100% what Katya was thinking about.
No. I wasn't gonna just throw the whole rope down there. Okay, here's your rope.
Just drop an entire... what is it?
I throw the rope into the pit. I throw a torch into the pit. I throw Asta into the pit.
I throw oil into the pit.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, stop.
Valinar lowers a rope, and you guys can very easily use the rope to climb out. I'm not going to make you guys roll for it. You guys are more than capable of climbing a rope. It's just more of an inconvenience on a pit trap.
Fair.
Oh. I get up and I kind of just start brushing myself off.
From this point on, I think I'm going to stick closer to the walls. They seem to be more. The ground seems to be more sturdy there.
Okay.
I don't know. Just be careful, and I'm going to get over here.
Yeah, you guys, I'll say, you can move past the pit trap without issue. 15.
Good thing there were no spikes down there.
Do you want me to roll another stealth for my assassin? Because he's going to stealth.
There's no need. He's very well hidden in this cavern. The only source of light that you guys have seen in some time has been from the drift globe that Valinar currently has lit up.
So he's just going to kind of come there and just be...
Okay. He will tell you that there does not seem to be any sign of hostility, but there is a concerning sign ahead.
Uh-oh. I think now there's a wall in my way.
Yeah, just because your vision allows you to see it does not mean you actually see it at the moment, but yeah.
Oh, wait,
good looking
why?
out.
Okay.
Well, because here's the thing.
Yeah.
If I made the walls very realistic,
it would lag ridiculous.
Well, not only that, but you wouldn't be able to see the exterior here. You wouldn't be able to see the wall. You would just see this, like where that line goes. You would just be seeing that line, and all of this would have been for naught. Not that it had a lot of impact anyway. So, but the Shadow Assassin will indicate that this next room is clear.
All right. Oh, that's not good at all.
Yep.
Guys, we've got a blood stain.
Yep. As you guys kind of enter, you guys can see kind of a
Are those footprints?
splot on the ground, and as you guys kind of enter,
Those are footprints.
and with the light from Valinar's drift globe, you guys see a pool of blood kind of right there, and then you see footprints and other trails of blood. Occasionally you see drag marks kind of covered in this blood leading southward down the open tunnel. It is
Now, how does it look like this was dragged? Like, is it going backwards like somebody is trying to pull someone to safety, or is this something grabbed a bit of meat and is dragging it?
It looks more like the first one.
So, rescue operation drag. Gotcha.
Yeah.
It's a long tunnel.
Yeah. It is a long tunnel. But it does the blood does seem to go down it.
Is the blood like coagulated, or is it freshish?
It is mostly dried at this point.
So rather old, but still not old.
Give me a medicine check.
So roughly a day.
24. With that, it's probably a day, or you'd probably say it's a day or two, but given kind of the damp atmosphere, is probably allowed the blood to not dry as quickly. So, and then Austin's gonna move over here. So, we are gonna go just a little bit further in this, and then we will call it for the night. Okay, so we'll probably just kind of get through this next tunnel area. You're gonna take up the lead, Dinok?
Well, I'm expecting Cardin to get in front of me there.
Yeah. Okay. Valinar, would you like the rear or second to last?
I don't care.
All right.
Probably the rear.
Asta will bring up the
Okay.
the rear and be the vanguard then, since she
And
does have dark
before you
vision
do
and
anything,
above.
I am going to push my assassin out one, and he's going to be quickly stealthing.
Okay.
So, he's in front.
Of course. I will tell you he can move. Let me double check my notes. Yeah, he could move to the end of this tunnel without any issues presently, as he would
Alright,
trigger things. So, I will go ahead and, for the sake of this,
Move us 30 feet at a time.
well, I'll move you guys to the point where you would need to move. Oh my gosh! Individually again, which would be here.
Oh my gosh, what?
I did a thing. It's fine.
Made a fucky wucky?
No, buttons. It just made a lot of them, and then it kind of freaked me out because I was like, "Oh my gosh!" Oh, it's just okay. This is where you guys would need to move individually again at this point.
Okay. Well, it's a corner. More tracks. Two directions.
Cardin, you can move as well. Sorry, I'm trying to adjust stream as we go.
My assassin will come here and...
Yep. We have north and south. And something against the back wall. Campsite, maybe?
My assassin will head over and investigate.
Okay.
Wait, is that a coffin?
He will relay to you that it's all clear.
Alright, I guess head over here and...
Here we go again.
Yeah. You guys move in, and you guys see an old campsite, probably a bit hasn't been used in some time, and next to it you see covered with a sheet with like some sheets, what appears to be a mostly crushed and mangled corpse of a human male.
Does he have any identifying marks?
You pull the corpse back, or the sheet back, and examine the corpse. Go ahead and make an investigation check for me. Because the body is mangled and kind of almost to the point where it's hard to recognize.
11.
I mean, the only thing that kind of really stands out is the mix of kind of dark clothing and a bit of brown hair. Those are really the only things that stand out with an 11.
It's the middle child.
Why is it the middle?
It's the one who Theragold said liked to, what was it, remind people that he is the forgotten child, the middle one. The edgelord rogue, I guessed.
I never called him a rogue.
Look, I hear dark clothing and I hear a somewhat edgy backstory. I think he's a rogue.
It being so stereotypical.
I'll stop being stereotypical when people stop making edgelord rogues.
All right, next rogue I use is going to be wearing bright colors.
Just wait till tomorrow.
And their parents have to be alive.
So, I will also state, because Rona has now moved to Katya has now moved to the center of the cavern, the two tunnels, I have set up doorways, which means going down either tunnel will cost you a great deal of distance. Which means this is a okay place for you guys to take a short rest if you need to, and for us to end the session. As this appears to have once been a campsite of the individuals that you are currently trying to track. Yeah. Way to go, guys.
We found one of them. Or at least that's all what the evidence is telling us.
Yeah, that's the assumption. We don't actually know.
Yeah.
But
Unfortunately, with an 11, you were unable to find the tattoo that you were most likely looking for.
well, we've got another person who's decent with medicine. He can.
Oh, that's me. Can I check real quick?
It was an investigation check, not a medicine check, but
We've got other people who can make checks.
yeah, exactly.
Let me do a medicine check.
Sure.
Investigation.
Wait, investigation, please. That's you're looking
Dang.
for specific information amongst a mangled corpse.
Not any better.
Unfortunately,
Actually,
no.
Oh, not really.
kinda.
13?
Unfortunately, no.
No.
Unfortunately, you're unable to find it. Like the body quite literally looks like
Hamburger.
not quite that much. I would probably say like Cardin tried to turn him into paper mache. Would probably
Was
be
he
a more
crushed by something or killed by a monster?
He looks like he was crushed by something.
Mm.
Oh shoot. I made 2 errors on something. And I'm going to very quickly rectify that. So if you guys zoom out on the map, you guys can actually see places that we've already been.
Yeah.
And it's in my notes, and I totally forgot about it. So I apologize. In this room here, this room where you found the blood stain,
Yeah.
there appears to be rubble from a collapsed tunnel.
Okay.
I missed that completely. It was quite literally underneath the bloodstain, and I just did not read it that way. And that's my fault. I should have said something, and I didn't. So there was a collapsed tunnel, kind of in the northeastern quadrant of that room. And I forgot to draw it in the map, which is also part of the reason why I forgot about it. Because I had already made the map by the time I realized, oh, there was supposed to be a collapsed tunnel there.
Okay.
I'm not redoing the map.
That's fair. So we can make the assumption that he must have been crushed in a cave-in.
You could reach that conclusion, yes.
Okay.
And the other thing that I want to mention is, even since that first combat, you guys still feel as though you're being watched. That sensation of your hair standing up on the back of your neck has not left.
Oh, I forgot to put that down in the notes. But I mean, if I felt like we've been being watched since we came to the surface, so.
All right. Yeah, I have nothing else for you that I want to correct. That was the last thing. Like I said, I apologize for that. That's my bad. So,
all right, then,
guys, that's the stream for the new year. first one back. I
First D&D stream, we gotta say that.
Oh yeah, first D&D stream. I had fun. Hope everybody else did.
We will see you next week with Tiny Tina's again.
Yes. Yes, we will. And we will, yeah. Everybody have a good night. Enjoy your weekend.
Yep.
And we'll see
you all next time.
Good night.
Night all.
All right.